Alright guys, I'm going to do another meal prep video today just because my husband has finally agreed to let me calculate his macros, and he's going to follow a diet plan, or so he says. So I'm going to show you this huge grocery haul that I just got, and I will show you how I prep it all. So let's start. Alright, over here I've got Brussels sprouts for me. He likes green beans and peas. I get these in the frozen steaming bag, but peas are a really good vegetable because there is more protein in it than other vegetables, so he likes peas. I got some egg whites to mix with eggs for in the morning. This is the guacamole that I've been using to mix with the tuna. The ingredients in this are just avocado, lime, jalapeno, cilantro, salt, and garlic. You can just use plain avocado, but this lasts a little bit longer, so. And then I saw these by the eggs. Has anyone ever tried these? It looked amazing. And the macros on this, there's 4 servings in this cup, but you just mix it with eggs, it looks like. So I figured this might be a good thing for me to bring to work to mix with the egg whites for like a quick breakfast in the morning. Milk, he likes cheese on his eggs. Spray butter because it's about that time in prep where I need to be doing all that stuff. And I got a few new cooking oils, cooking sprays, just because I can't really add any extra oils right now. They didn't have PB2 at Publix, but they had this. I personally like PB2 a little bit better, but they had this there, so that's what I got. Caramel corn rice cakes, which are one of my staples. Some English muffins for Dustin. Asparagus, we both like it. And then this is the spicy garlic sauce that I'm going to be putting on my chicken. They were buy one get one free. And those are the macros on that. I just used 1 serving. He's probably going to use 2 servings or so just because he's eating more chicken. And this is the dressings that I like to get when I get pretty low into prep and I need fat-free stuff, just because the ingredients on these are a little bit better. They just changed the bottle, I guess, on this one. Usually it's in kind of like a flat, taller bottle, but this is the dressing for this one. And then I thought this one might be really good if I wanted to put my chicken on my salad, kind of like a, you know, honey mustard chicken salad, I guess. So I got both of those, figured I would give them a try. Got some more scallops, tucks, excuse me. A lot of tuna. I got the ones in the can, but I also got some of these ones in the packets just because these are not as much protein as the can. So when I open the can, I want to eat the whole can, and the whole can is it's 2 servings of this. So the whole can would be 28 protein, whereas 1 packet is only 17. So I like to keep these in my work bag just as a emergency food kind of in case. And then this I showed you on Instagram if you follow me there. The sodium on this is kind of high, but it's a nice change, and 1 whole pouch, 15 grams of protein, 0 carb, and 0.5 fat. When I ate this last time, I just put it on a corn tortilla and just ate it all in 1 package on 1 tortilla. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm going to cook in the crock pot with some of the reduced sodium chicken broth. Ground turkey for him. My lemons for my lemon water in the morning, and then apples for him as well. And I've got brown rice cooking here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put all the stuff that goes in the refrigerator away, and then I'm going to put the chicken in the crock pot, and then I'm going to start prepping my vegetables, and I will show you what I'm doing there. I also wanted to show you really quick, I did go to the dollar store today to get a few new meal prep containers, because dollar store, everything, or Dollar Tree, everything is actually $1, and that way if these containers get gross or I lose them, I don't really feel bad. So I got 10 of these little cups. They are 2.3 ounces, but I usually use these for dressings or like guacamole that I'm bringing to work, or even nut butters. I got 4 of these, which are a little over 2 cups, square containers. 2 of these, which are a little over 1 cup container, and then these I got from my salads. They are 4 cups, but they're like tall and skinny. So what I'm going to do is kind of layer all my wet stuff at the bottom, then put the leafy greens on top, and then probably fill the dressing and put it all in 1 container. So that way if they leak a little bit, the dressing's already on the salad, and that's kind of what I got there. And then I just got some other stuff like another can opener and some spoons and some soap and things. So figured I would share that. If you didn't know, Dollar Tree has really good plasticware. Granted, they're not great quality, but 3 of these for $1, you can't really beat it. So figured out.
All right, so I
trimmed up the chicken. I just trimmed off the extra fat and, you know, if there's any gross pieces on there. Trimmed up that whole package, put it in here with a little bit of chicken broth. You can see there's not very much. I cut it up in like bigger chunks like that just so it cooks a little bit faster, and then I cook it on high for a few hours until it's cooked all the way through, and then I shred it. My asparagus I have trimmed, washed, and then I have it on here. I use this olive oil cooking spray, so I sprayed the pan, put all the asparagus on, and then spray this on top, and then I just seasoned it with garlic and pepper. Same with the Brussels sprouts, spray the pan. I actually quartered these because they were really big. I mean, like, this is a quarter of one, but anyway. So I quartered those and then sprayed them again and seasoned them with garlic and pepper. I have my oven preheating to about 400, and then I roast all my vegetables. I feel like it goes a lot faster and it's easy for me. So this is pretty much how I cook my vegetables every week unless they're in a steamer bag. So I'm going to pop those in the oven until they are golden, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done.
So to make my salads, what I do is I put the empty container on the food scale, and then I just set it to whatever I measure it out in. So I measure it in grams, so I'm going to do everything first. So this is shredded carrots, a quarter of a cup, which is 21 grams, and plus or minus, like, vegetables are not very many carbs, but I do like to count them. Same amount of onion, so about, I don't know, we'll do a little less, maybe 15 grams. Okay, and then we will do 4 tomatoes in there. So then I top the lettuce, or put the lettuce on top. And 2 cups is 85 grams. And these salads are pretty stuffed in here. Alright, so that is what it looks like, and I mean, that is stuffed in there. So I'm just going to continue making these, but that's what it looks like. Okay, so I just finished making all of those, and the container of dressing fits perfectly inside there. So I've got carrots, tomato, onion, spring mix, and the dressing in this one container. And I ended up doing the fat-free honey Dijon, and I'm going to pair that with the chicken and make it like a chicken salad. So that's what I'm doing for this week, and dressing's really good. And I have 2 extra salads for Dustin if he gets hungry and he needs to fill his macros at the end of the day with some voluminous foods, and I will keep you posted. Okay, so this is the first meal that I made for Dustin. This is 6 ounces of boneless skinless chicken breast, half cup of black beans, and a quarter cup of brown rice with a half a serving of shredded cheese on it, and then the orange is hot sauce. What I did was pull up his MyFitnessPal log. I don't know if you can read that. That is actually meal 4. So the macros for that meal are 64 protein, 7 fat, and 33 carb for that meal. And that's the taco bowl. He loves it, and pretty much make it every week. The black beans and the chicken I had made a few days ago, so I just portioned it out. But for the black beans, I cook them, boil them from the dry version, and then this one I added onion, jalapeno, and cilantro, and some like cumin, chili powder, spices to it just so they're not plain. And then I cooked the brown rice plain. The chicken is just cooked in chicken broth, and then the hot sauce and cheese. So keep it simple, guys. This is the first meal that I did. So my asparagus and Brussels sprouts are done. Those are nice and roasted. And I'm going to throw my red potatoes in the oven. I did the same thing, washed and
cut them into bite-sized chunks or so, season them with garlic and pepper, and I'm going to throw those in the oven as well. And I did use that olive oil cooking spray. Alright, here's another tip for you guys. I did cook the lentils in a big batch and then I freeze them because they're kind of like peas. You can separate it out when they're still frozen. I did thaw these just because I have time today, but you could put them in here frozen. So in here I have a half a cup of lentils and half a cup of peas. The peas are still frozen, and they were from one of those steamer bags. So you guys don't have to cook the vegetables before you put them in the containers, especially something like peas. So I'm waiting for the chicken to be done, and then those will get chicken. Okay, here is the next meal that I made for Dustin. This is the ground turkey. I have some chunks of turkey burger in there too, just because we had a leftover from the other day. But it's the same 93% lean as the ground turkey, so same. But that is the ketchup, mustard, and Worcestershire sauce mixture with, 5 ounces of meat, 3 ounces of roasted red potatoes, and I weigh them cooked. And this is a half cup of green beans. And I made 4 of those. Alright, and this is what the chicken looks like this meal looks like when it's all done. It is the lentils, peas, chicken, and then the orange sauce is that spicy garlic buffalo sauce. Okay, so since this meal prep pretty much turned into my meal prep for my husband, I thought I would show you his MyFitnessPal diary that I made. So, there it is. Okay, for breakfast he's going to have 2 whole eggs and 6 ounces of egg whites, 12 ounces of skim milk, 1 cinnamon raisin English muffin, and 1 slice of cheese on top of the eggs. So that comes out to 590 calories, 50 carbs, 18 fat, and 53 protein. Meal 2 is 6 ounces of chicken, half cup of lentils, half cup of peas, and 1 serving of that spicy garlic sauce. That comes out to 377 calories, 31 carb, 4 fat, and 64 protein. Meal 3 is the lean ground turkey, green beans, and red skin potatoes. That comes out to 300 calories, 24 carb, 10 fat, and 30 protein. Meal 4 is the chicken, rice, black beans with the cheddar cheese, and that comes out to 33 carbs, 7 fat, 64 protein. And meal 5 is his snacks. So throughout the day he can have 1 green apple and then 1 serving of roasted red pepper hummus with about 5 crackers, and that brings his total to 173 carbs, 49 fat, and 214 protein. I figured he isn't going to track condiments and things like that, so by the time he's done with that, he will definitely be over 2,000 calories. My husband is 6 foot, and right now he weighs about 223 pounds, and he wants to get down to 200 pounds. So just dropping a little bit of fat out of his diet and dropping the carbs a little bit. So that's what we're doing. I realized as I was meal prepping, there's not a whole lot that I need to meal prep for my meals personally, because I eat breakfast, which I don't meal prep. I eat tuna one day, or tuna for 1 meal, which I don't prep. I eat scallops, which I don't prep. And then I have chicken. So all I did was shred up the chicken and put it in a container. I have 4 ounces of chicken. And this week I'm going to try to eat it on my salad like I was telling you guys about. I actually had that while I was cooking the rest of the food, and it was, I have sauce on my shoulder. That's cool. Don't know how that got there, but sorry. So anyway, that's what I have prepped today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments below, and I will do a quick little video in the morning and show you how I pack everything to go to work, because tomorrow I have to go to work. It'll be my first day at the new base, which is 2 hours away up in Florence, South Carolina, and I work a 24-hour shift tomorrow, so I'll be bringing all my food for tomorrow, and then breakfast for Tuesday, and then probably an emergency meal just in case I get held over for whatever reason. And that's that. So I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I'm going to get this edited and posted for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.